It's day 4 of the APC challenge and I know you're craving more. Thank you to everyone who's taking action and keeping the positive DMs and emails coming my way. I will continue to reply to everyone, and if you need anything, please message or type it in the challenge. So yesterday I had you start writing your level 1 mandatory competencies and obviously created a checklist from your pathway guides to include what you are writing. As there are 11 competencies and you'll be writing 11 to level 1, I'll give you more time today to complete these. I'm fair and I've done the same protocol with many of our candidates, so I know it works and the evidence is they're all MRICS now. I want to help explore and show another example of writing your level 1 mandatory in action to help provide a little bit more clarity and the steps that you need to take to write. So as I mentioned, and I recommend it as part of everything that we do, we create a checklist based on the description of the chosen level you are writing. I'll be using the example sustainability, as this might be like a few competencies where you are learning but gathering an understanding from on-the-job training. New legislation and reforms might come through, but you haven't done any formal training where your knowledge and understanding and learning is formed from experience-based activities. So copy and paste it into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or OneNote, or for those using pen and paper, please write it down. Then extract and create a list. Now remember, as this is meant to be a clear, short, and concise statement, I know from the checklist that we have many dot points. Looking at this and covering it, you don't have to do all of them, but a lot of your knowledge will cover multiple. Now, just focusing on the first box, there's actually enough information to help create a statement and narrative about what you should include and possible references to what you should be inputting within your statement. Remember, demonstrating knowledge and understanding is the main focus, so your statement should be clearly referencing that. And since we have highlighted some key words, such as economic, environmental, and social objectives, using these strategically in your statement would be great if you can. You can then think about, what is this? The courses I've done, any laws I might know or acts, how does this impact me in the business, or anything else, or responsibilities such as my responsibilities or any other items from the checklist. So you should then put that knowledge down, but from the example I want to share, you could think about, how's your involvement? What are other things that you have done? Any other rules that you might adhere to? I could put down from my knowledge that I have formed an understanding, such as I have involvement in projects that has given me knowledge of sustainability. I have experience within building services where sustainability is important. Working in main construction sector that has developed my understanding of sustainability. Learning a lot about the social and economical impacts of construction throughout my career. I generally review cost implications against the environmental impact. I've had to meet both BREEAM and LEED. Keeping in focus that you need an opening, confident statement in reference to some of the knowledge that you are aware of and an understanding of how you have got that in context of your area of work is a big important factor. So using these checklists of understanding for a level 1, I could write something like this, but remember, have it reviewed by your counselor. My understanding of the importance of sustainability has come from active involvement in projects in terms of environmental, social, and economic impact of construction works and the sustainability of a finished product. My background in building services has provided me with a good knowledge of the environmental impacts of a project, and my experience in the main construction sector has helped me improve my understanding of the social and economic impacts of construction works and highlighted key areas for promoting sustainability. I have also been involved in design to meet both BREEAM and LEED, reviewing cost implications against environmental impact. Now, what you can see while the statement shows how they have gained the knowledge, it's very high level and they're not going into detail about what they do, as this is a level 2 statement, but clearly shows an understanding and knowledge and how it's been gained and formed in context to their area of work. So continue with your level 1s and remember to continue with mapping it out, making a checklist, and putting a dot point of all your knowledge and how that knowledge has been formed to help you to finish writing. Now remember, a very important action action item that I want you to do is to talk with your counselor, as depending on their years of experience, they will have a better insight into the APC and the exposure that you might have gained in projects. And this will help provide a little bit more confidence to you about the technical competencies that you are selecting. So on that, have you done it? Have you selected all your core and optional competencies for your submission? If you haven't, I want you to lock it in, as you have over the past few days been mapping and remembering all the courses and training and CPD and all that stuff that you have done throughout your career, so you will have new insight. I would also like you to review the projects and the case study with your counselor for which you have created a tally for, as sometimes we are a little bit too close to the project and the perceived experiences and the depth of what we actually did, and sometimes the current project might not be as great as another one could be. So over the next few days, I will be releasing more information on the level 2s and level 3 mandate competencies, and I will be sharing that. And for the weekend, don't take your foot off the gas. Think about actioning everything that you need to complete for week 1. As I said before, smaller action items to hit that end big goal. Remember, we are not looking for it to be perfect right now, and you will have time to go over it in the next few weeks to amend, update, and get it to 100%. Good luck, and I'll share day 5 tomorrow.